With Monday's news that Elizabeth May is stepping down as leader of the Green Party of Canada, I suddenly find myself nostalgic for her early years as leader of that party back in 2006. That was when she first became leader of the Greens, and it was very different times back then, just 13 years ago. Very different tone, a very different approach to the issues. It wasn't until a couple years after that, in 2008, that Stéphane Dion ran as leader of the Liberal Party during an election on the Green Shift. One of the first times that a non-Green party actually put an environmental issue front and center in their platform. Now, of course, the Green Shift was destroyed, it was decimated, no one supported it, and they talked about a tax on everything and how that wouldn't be palatable to the Canadian people. Now, you move forward to today, and it's basically a carbon tax, is the same idea, and somehow we're all supposed to accept it. And it's Doug Ford and Jason Kenney and Scott Moe who are the villains for going to the Supreme Court of Canada and saying, hold on a second, we're not so sure this tax on everything is a good idea. What happened? What changed then? Back in 2006, you had Elizabeth May stepping forward with her little party that could, saying, we're going to stand up for the environment, we're going to stand up for green issues, we're going to talk about climate change. And you look at the election results, you see the number of people who voted for the party, how she struggled to even get one seat, and she's still struggling to just get the 3 seats she has, and you go, okay, that makes sense. Caring about the environment in these matters, sure, it's something that some people care about. To have a Green Party front and center as standing pretty much for that single issue kind of makes sense that they would be a fringe party relegated to the fringes. Now, obviously, what the Green Party hopes will happen now that Elizabeth May is leaving the leadership is they'll get someone new to sort of refresh the party, perhaps some young, charismatic individual to fire up all those people who took to the streets to the climate strike rally. And maybe then, next election, that will get them a whole bunch of new seats and they'll rise up higher and higher through the ranks, replacing the NDP or what have you. That's probably what they fantasize about being able to do with their party. Hold on a second, though. Bit of a problem with that, because there is already another Green Party in Canada. It's called the Federal Liberals. Justin Trudeau and Gerald Butts and Catherine McKenna, they don't stop going on about climate change. Day in, day out, it's all you hear them harp about. Justin Trudeau, in that first press conference he gave after being reelected, the election was on a Monday, on Wednesday, he was before the people, before the cameras, and he said 9 times, 10 times, climate change and affordability. They are the top 2 issues for Canadians, climate change and affordability. In that order, he put climate change first. Gerald Butts, in the few sort of official public pronouncements he has made, other than his tweets that he puts out there, the needlessly divisive Twitter feed of his, in the public letters he's put out there stating his resignation back from the Prime Minister's office, the public letter stating he was back and he is returning to the campaign team, he talked a lot about the things they want to do, the achievements he was proud of. The only issue that he named, singularly, was climate change. It really does seem like the Federal Liberals are actually a climate activist party run by these core people. And then the other things they're doing, the other issues that they're dealing with, renegotiating NAFTA, tweaking the tax code and so forth, they're just doing that because, well, you have to and you're in government, so you got to come up with a few other things other than climate change zealotry to do. But the climate change agenda, front and center, the driving issue, more than even back in the 2015 campaign trail. It's really been interesting to see this pivot in direction in federal politics. There are a whole lot of things that the federal government is supposed to be looking after. You've got the federal health accord structure, you've got foreign affairs, you've got interprovincial relations. Oh no, you don't hear about that so much. You hear so much nonstop about climate change. Really has me nostalgic, really has me missing the good old days, the early years of Elizabeth May, when she was pretty much the only party leader who was harping on about this issue.